Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Mike Schwartz with Music Fit Collective, and today I'm going to take you through a crash course in moment creation. Now, this is something that I've adopted from the live music method after working with Tom Jackson, the creator, and I saw how effective it was as a basic foundation. Then I decided to juice it up, and now we're on a totally different planet. So, by now, you know a few things. You know the importance of creating moments rather than songs in your set. So now it's time to learn what sets each type of moment apart. Now, of course, if you want to dive deeper into this and all of the other strategies that I'm using with bands to craft unforgettable live shows, I'd invite you to consider joining the Music Fit membership. That's where I'm hosting weekly discussions on stuff like this, and we've got a great big audio and video library and some special guests each month too. So if that sounds cool to you and you'd like to learn more, shoot me a message if you have any other questions in that. But let's get into it here today. Okay, so moments. There are nine, yeah, an average of 9 pivotal moments. Depending on who you're talking to and how you set the setup, it can be a little different. Let's go with 9. There's a medium number in there. Okay, starting from the top of the set, and this one I know it sounds obvious, and still people manage to get it wrong. It's known as the intro moment. The key here is to treat this moment as if you were out on a date, first date. Okay. We've got to show some personality, we've got to have some golden retriever energy, and we also want to be careful not to scare our date away. The number one killer that I see, unfortunately, all the time is when a band jumps up on stage and they're typically that obnoxious rah-rah kind of group that immediately tells the crowd to start clapping or moving or jumping or jump up and down. They literally just stepped onto the stage. So listen, a mentor of mine once said, the only difference between rape and not rape is consent. That will forever be ingrained in my brain. You're welcome. The same thing goes for live show etiquette. Remember, first date vibes. The intro, it generally lasts like 2 back-to-back songs that are pretty similar. On the scale, if we look back to the tempo thing, we want to be in and around that moderately pumping vibe. More so on the first, moderate, and then you can gradually bring it up. If we were to use the Bieber scale on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being most intense, you'd like to be about a 3.5. Now, after the first song, that's where you can give a quick, hey, we are blank, and then state why you're there. Really important here too is to invite the audience to have a good time. So this is a great opportunity for you to be quick between song 1 and song 2. And that's going to warm the crowd up. The next moment is the first really good song. Okay, this one is an up-tempo, about a 3.7 if you're on the Bieber scale, moderately pumping, good vibes. The audience has now gotten a little bit more used to you, right? So they're expecting something. They're like, okay, cool. These guys are cool. They're not obnoxious. Let's see what they do. This is where it's really key to have like a really catchy hook. Okay. Audience is starting to decide if they like you or not. So give them what they want. It could be your single. It could be one of your back catalogs. It's just an old hit. Whatever it is, make sure it's got a catchy hook. Next. Okay. The change up, the curveball, the sneak attack. Call it what you want. This next moment is meant to keep your audience on edge. Okay? It's human nature to be curious. So right after they think that they know you, a nice, easy intro, catchy tune, they're thinking, oh, I get these guys. This is a cool vibe. I really like this group here. Then whammy. Yeah, you hit them right in the face with something wildly unorthodox for you. Now, this could be anything at all. You can literally just get creative. If you are a indie funk band or something, doing some sort of a little ballad or something completely out of the genre would be interesting. And that would be like, oh, what's going on here? Maybe a cool reimagined cover of Shakira's Hips Don't Lie. I mean, if you're a pop punk band, that could work. Okay, just think something out there. It could be as simple as, if you're the lead singer, just pull out a guitar, get a harmonica, pull an auxiliary instrument in. Something that is strangely unique and captivating. That's the key. You could even just do a stripped back breakdown in the middle chorus of one of your songs, or even like a medley of, I don't know, like John Mayer's Vultures, or perhaps a Pixies tune. I've seen Mother do that before. A Pixies tune right in the middle of one of their songs. Super cool. Bookend it with their song. It's cool. You get the point, right? This is the part where you get to hook the audience for the rest of the show, because they'll be wondering subconsciously what you're going to do next. So the vibe chart on this one, it's really up to you. Okay? I've seen success with the easygoing vibe, like a 2, to a moderate 3, but I mean, free for all. If you're a punk rock band, go crazy, or bring it right down. Just know your material and know what's going to be unorthodox, okay, unconventional. You get to choose your own adventure. Next up, another great song moment. You could play this as the musical virtuoso card as well. If there's like a cool breakdown or a super talented player with a crazy solo in there, you can really embellish that and really call attention to that as the moment in the song. That's the best spot to put any songs with like really, really captivating musical arrangements or anything. When we're thinking about the vibe, it's generally a moderate to pumping vibe, because we're going to move the scale back up. We just dropped down. We're going to move right back up, because next we've got everybody's favorite, the big, fun, interactive moment. Now, this is unfortunately a moment that comes far too soon in many people's sets, and that can be really, really detrimental to a set. So the reason we place it here in the 6th position is because now the crowd is digging it. They're ready to play around with you, right? You can do anything in here. You can split the room into sections and do call and response between the two sides, or back and forth with you and your guitarist or something like that. You could even pull out, I had a band that pulled out a hockey stick and had a limbo contest right in the middle of the dance floor. It was super, super fun. You could even get like maybe the fellas of the room to sing harms while the ladies sing the mains. You get the point, right? Have fun, interact. It's a great time to bring somebody up on stage as well, and have them do a little sing along, or maybe bring a guest from side stage. You know, maybe it's somebody that the crowd all knows as well. Something to show off your personality, because then we're going to drop things down to the chill vibes. So keep this one right near the top, like pumping right into overdrive. Okay, 4, 4.5, 5, somewhere in there. Lots of fun vibes. Okay, take them to the moon. Because once we take them up to the moon, we're going to bring them right back down to planet Earth. And this is your T for tranquil moment. Okay, very low key, like you could hear a pin drop. Okay, we want to think storytelling, deep personal songs where we're sharing something very, very vulnerable. We just had this huge, huge fun moment, and then we want to bring people back down, the gravity literally of the situation. We can really toy with everybody's emotions and just make it a really, really up down roller coaster of a night. Okay. You could also get wild. You could strip the set down here. I've seen that be very, very successful for some groups. You can just sort of pop up a stool, have a little symposium, talk through a couple of your songs, do a real intimate and interactive storyteller type of thing. And depending on your set length, you can milk this one out to a couple of low-key numbers. I've seen 10, 15 minutes of this low, tranquil vibe do really, really well, because you've got the audience really captivated after they just had this great moment, okay? Now, keep the audio and the visual dynamics maxed on the chill scale, okay? That's max chill for all y'all playing the home game, okay? And why do we do that? Well, because we're going to take them home with a closer moment. Okay. Now that is your big finale. That's the one that we really, really want to just crank out Once they've been down to earth for a hot minute, you're ready to, take them back over to the spaceship, take them back up to the moon. Think Wild Overdrive. This is your chance. This is your rowdiest song. This is the one that leaves them like empowered, feeling like they can take on the world. Okay, think 5 out of 5 for the Beebs scale of intensity. Okay, if you do all of this correctly, big trash can ending, big thank you at the end. Thank you, good night. The crowd goes wild. Okay, you're likely going to get called back up for an encore, and if not, we got to talk because there's something going wrong. Something's not landing with your prospective superfans, okay? And we can talk about that on another video. This was a lot of fun. Let's recap, okay? Intro, great song. Change Up, another great song / virtuoso moment, okay? Then we move all the way up into interactive fun vibes, drop it right back down with a chill, heartfelt moment, and then we close it off, taking them all back to church, okay? If we do that right, you got this in the bag, all right? I realized, I definitely mathed that funny. I said there's 9. That was definitely 7. The reason there could be because you've got 2 potential moments in the intro and you've got 2 potential moments in that chill zone near the end of the set. So depending on what your set's looking like, you may have 7, you may have 10. It's really up to you. The world is your oyster. Okay. Play with it. Make a few sets. See what works. Let me know how you go. Try out a few of them. Okay. Until then, until the next time, right? You stay sweet. Make it the best day that you ever had. And we'll chat with you next time. Peace.